We are back. We do apologize about the technical difficulties here on Anahuac Sports Live as Furr is out of the gun. We do have a new score. Robinson around the right side. He's going to get stuffed in the backfield. Nothing going. As we'll take under 2:55 remaining here in the third quarter. Your Panthers marched down the field and tacked on another touchdown. They now lead 47-22 over Furr. It was Zion Clark on an end around that went 6 yards. Took a minute 37 and 55 yards. The PAT was good from Christian Sanchez as they extended the lead out to 3 possessions, a 25-point lead.
And I've just now posted the new link to the YouTube stream. And we do apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
As that is complete. An 18-yard pitch and catch from Furr to Ames.
Delete the old link.
First down and 10 from the Furr 47. 4 wide. Furr out of the gun. He's going to hand it to Robinson. Round the left side is going to fight his way forward. He's going to get to the 49. That'll be a pickup of 2. 19 carries, 91 yards for Johnny Robinson. There is a flag on the field, so we'll see what it is. A humid evening here from Anahuac. Referees are still discussing. Clock is stopped here with 2:02 remaining in the third quarter. We've got a boom chicka boom down on the field.
Well, that brand new mic up there is good. You can hear pretty much everything. If everybody would please, if you're watching on YouTube, head over to Facebook and share the link that we posted on the Anahuac Sports Live Facebook page. Chose not to go on Facebook this time because it was causing so much trouble, and I believe that's what the problem was and why we got cut off there. And again, we are so very sorry for that happening. Wanted to blame Windstream, but I really can't. We got really good connection here at in the press box at Kyle White Stadium, so that wasn't the issue. So I'm gonna go with the Facebook. Just didn't like what we were feeding it, Alex. I'm gonna get caught up here on our scoreboard.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, the penalty on the Panthers. That's their 7th penalty for 50 yards. That moves the ball to the Panther 33-yard line. First down and 10. Furr out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it round right side. He's going to get caught from behind. In on the tackle. Quandre Coates.
And the freshman again getting in on the action here on defense.
It's going to be a pickup of 2, 92 yards on 14 carries for Furr. Brings up second down and 8. We'll tick under a minute remaining here in the third quarter after this play. Furr out of the gun is going to give it to Robinson. Robinson's fighting his way forward. He's going to pick up a yard. That's going to bring up third down and 7. It's his 20th carry for 92 yards. So they've been some hard-earned yards for Robinson tonight. third down and long. Panthers trying to get the Brahmas to have to go for it on a long fourth down. From the Panther 30. 3 wide this time. Is going to option it to the right side. Robinson makes a defender move, gets to the 25. They'll give him the 24. He's going to be a yard short. So 6 yards on the option pitch. Fourth down and short for the Brahmins, and they are going for it.
And that ends our third quarter of play, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you still have a chance to visit the concession stand. Check out the athletic boosters. Get yourself some Chick-fil-A. Get some extra so you can take home.
That will be the end of the third quarter of play. So we invite you to join us for the fourth and final quarter. It is the Panthers leading the Brahmas 47-22 as we'll continue after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you in part by Hillary Auto, insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Title Services Incorporated, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, Chambers County Abstract Company, Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac.
Fourth down and 1. And the Brahmas didn't get a chance to talk about it enough at the end of the quarter. They're going to call timeout. That's their second timeout of the half. As the Panthers leading 47-22, fourth down and 1 here. As this has been a high-scoring second half so far. 20 points for the Panthers as they failed to convert on a 2-point conversion. The Brahmas, I'll tell you what, strikes again. Dave Campbell strikes again.
High school sports. It's conspiracy, I'm telling you.
That's wrong on the scoreboard too. So.
Well, I fixed it just now, so we're good.
Brahmas.
Fourth and short.
The Rock is suing for copyright infringement.
For the Brahmins. As we're getting it back, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody being patient with us.
Fourth down and 1 out of the gun. We're going to have movement here on the near side on the Brahmins as Avery Lazard moved early. It's going to be fourth down and 6 now. Well, that is the 6th penalty and the 5th accepted on Furr.
And what should have been a manageable yard to gain is now a little bit harder on the Brahmins as they are trailing it quite a bit here in the fourth quarter. And they do not want to turn it over on downs here because that would pretty much stick a fork in it. I mean, the game's not over yet, but looking at the next 12 minutes of play, they've got to do something here.
Fourth down and 6. It's Hurd out of the gun, 4 wide. Robinson offset to his right, sets back, looking downfield, pumps, pulls it back, going for the end zone, has a man off the fingertips. As separation had been created between, well, we don't have his number.
Well, just a little bit too hard of a pass there and going over his head. I mean, he was full speed going to the sideline and just over his head, outside the fingertips. Turnover on downs, and it'll be Panthers football.
Yeah, that was Aiden Ames. It looked like a 6, but it was an 8. Aiden Ames, 2 receptions, 80 yards, including a 62-yard touchdown. Second turnover on downs for Furr, as Anahuac now will set up shop for their first possession of the fourth quarter with 11:51 remaining. Pitch back, Corbett straight up Broadway.
Hit hard.
Boy, he had gotten a full head of steam and then took his shot. Gain of 7. Gives a $181 on 17 carries for Corbett. 2 wide to the near side. Pitch right side. Making a man miss. Mowing over a defender. As
20 Brooks Henneke, isn't it?
That is Brooks Henneke.
Little pocket Hercules action here in the fourth quarter. As Henneke gets some time to run the football here.
They're going to give him a gain of 1, second down and 3. Curiel under center. Handoff. Sanchez across the 40 will fall forward to the 41. That's going to be a first down on the pickup of 4. 174 yards on 15 carries. Sanchez and Corbett duking it out to see who's going to pick up the most on the ground tonight. First down and 10. We'll tick under 10 minutes remaining here in the ball game on this play. From the Anahuac 41, it's Curiel under center, offset I formation. Deep back is Sanchez. End around, KJ Moore around the left side. He's got room. 45, waiting for his blocker. Makes another move. Is going to get to midfield, as that's where he will be brought down for a pickup of 9 on his first rush of the evening.
Well, some pretty good moves there by the sophomore wideout, KJ Moore, to make some men miss. He was waiting for a couple of blockers to try and get a little bit more out of it, but a gain of 9 nonetheless.
Second down and a long 1 from midfield. Panthers looking to punch it into Brahmin territory once more. 3 wide, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Quick toss to Corbett. Corbett across midfield, across the 45. Foot race, 30, down the sideline, 20, pushed out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 32-yard pitch and catch from Curiel.
Ball's going to be spotted at 18-yard line.
32, Corbett's first reception. For 32, first down and 10 from the 18-yard line as the Panthers move into the red zone. Fourth quarter being brought to you in part by Anahuac Florist, 810 Miller Street. Make sure you visit them. Call them 409-267-3875. AnahuacFlorist.com on the web. Pass is going to be just shy of Clark. Swung out to the left side. Only the 5th attempt of the evening for Curiel, as 2 for 5 for 41 yards.
Well, just a miscue there between Curiel and Clark to, get that stop route out there. I think Curiel thought he was going to be in a different place, so it drops down for an incompletion. Brings up second down and 10 for the Panthers inside the red zone.
2 backs behind. Lead back, fighting his way straight up Broadway. Sanchez.
Good strong run there by Sanchez, bowling over a couple of people in the middle. Close to the first down. They won't give it to him. It'll be a short 2 left to go to get the first.
Third down and 2 after the pickup. 16 carries, 179 yards for Sanchez. 2 backs, Corbett and Sanchez. Pitch to Corbett, right side. 10, 5, fighting through, gets down to the 2. Give him the 1, pickup of 10. First down and goal. 191 yards on 18 carries for Landon.
Well, he's searching for that 200 mark, Alex, and he might get there before the end of the night. I mean, there's plenty of time left. 8.5 minutes left in the ball game as the Panthers are getting close.
Thank you all for your feedback. As Curiel under center. Back Sanchez can walk into the end zone. Touchdown. Panthers. 180 yards on 17 carries. Second touchdown of the evening for Sanchez as the Panthers march 71 yards down the field. Christian Sanchez on to put up the PAT, snap back. Kick is through and true. So with 8:02 remaining here in the fourth quarter, the Panthers have extended their lead. They now lead at 54-22. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drugstore has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drugstore offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can donate to the channel, to Anahuac Sports Live, to get a special shout out and your personal messages live on air. All you got to do is scan one of the QR codes in front of you or go to Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live. The Cash App is the $ Anahuac Sports Live, or any of those QR codes like I mentioned. Back to the live feed as it is fielded at the 10 by the Brahmins. Turned up field, getting good. Across the 50 now. Couldn't get the word out.
Johnny Robinson with a fantastic return as he's going to be marked down at the 47 of the Panthers. Fantastic field position for the Brahmins.
But as I was saying, as far as the donations go, thank you to E.T. Turan for donating $20 to the channel. E.T., you will automatically get you a free AP Rally Towel. We appreciate your support, and as we always appreciate everybody's and the community's support as we continue to upgrade and bring better live broadcasts, even with the interruption here, Alex. We definitely appreciate everybody's help and our goal to keep improving. Like I said, we have the capability now to do video interviews down on the field as there is a flag on the play, and they're going to bring the ball back to the Brahmins' 29-yard line, and that's where they'll start with 7:45 left here in the fourth quarter of play.
So from the Furr 29, that last drive from your Panthers, 3 minutes and 51 seconds off the clock, they drove 71 yards. It was a 1-yard Sanchez touchdown to hit Pater. PAT was good. 54-22 on your turn two specialty company's scoreboard. Handoff left side. Nothing working. New running back for the Brahmins, as that was Trey Brown on the rush. He's going to lose 3.
-3, second down 13.
Second down and 13 here, as we will tick under 7 minutes remaining in the ball game after this next play. Four wide. Cameron Hurd out of the gun, offset to his right by Robinson. Rolls right, looking downfield, under pressure, picks up a block, has a man complete, and is going to get just to the chains. He'll get knocked out of bounds at the 40.
That's Braden Lamperman with the tackle to get him pushed out of bounds, but moves the chains for the Brahmins.
Rodriguez on the catch of 14. 83 yards passing. him down, so that's 14 there. First down and 10 from the Furr 40. Hurd out of the gun, hand it off. Round the right side goes Robinson, not much going as he's going to get a pickup of 1. Combined on the tackle was Clay Witherspoon and Talon Cunningham. Second down and 9 from the Brahmin 41. We'll tick under 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth and final quarter.
And more freshman faces in on that last play and the tackles, Alex.
Out of the gun, rolling left, looking downfield, has a man complete. It's going to be tackled right there as KJ Moore made sure he didn't get too much more. 6 on the reception to Lazard, his first reception. 89 yards through the air now for Hurd. Third down and 3 from the Brahmins 47. Panthers are going to be picking up their first win of the season. Now the gun's Hurd. He's going to pull it back. He's going to take it himself straight up the gut. He's going to go around right side. He's going to make a defender miss, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 20. Nope, 42-yard line. I don't know why it's at 38. So 16. That is going to put him over the century mark, 108 yards on 15 carries for Hurd. Out of the gun, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Offset to his left by Robinson. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield, under pressure, still looking downfield, tucks it and runs. Across the 40, 35-30. He's going to take it out of bounds at the 27. So 13-yard rush from Hurd. Is there a flag down? There is a flag. There is a flag down.
So that one's coming back, as it looks like in the vicinity of holding on the Brahmins. And that's what the call is, and that'll back them up.
Penalty marked off for holding, puts the ball back into Furr territory, 48-yard line, remains first down.
Trying to see what they've got to go here. 10 or 20?
First down and 20 from the 48. The humidity in the windows are fogging up on us. Robinson straight up Broadway across midfield. He's going to pick it up. He's going to end up with 8 on the carry.
It'll be second down, 12.
106 yards on 22 carries for Robinson as both him and Hurd have gone over the century mark. Second down and 12 from the Panther 44. Clock still rolling as we'll tick under 3.5 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Hurd's going to go out of the gun. Low snap picked up by Robinson. Robinson's going to try to get some forward progress. Not much going there. He's going to lose a yard. We'll bring up third down and 13.
And Dye again in on the stop. Up front for the Panthers. But a little bit of miscues in the backfield by the Brahmin offense. Bobbling the football a little bit, but he made the best out of it. There's a change in personnel as number 72 Jonathan Cooper checks into the ball game.
3rd down and long. Panthers looking to blitz. They come with it. Overstock the right side. Pass is going to be knocked away.
Pass incomplete, 4th down.
In on the coverage. Is that 88? 86? 88. Taylon Cunningham.
Yep.
In on the coverage. Brings up 4th down and 13. The Brahmins are going to go for it. From the Panthers 45. Two and a half minutes remain here in the ball game. Panthers leading 54-22 on your turn 2 specialty company scoreboard. Out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. Pass left side across the 45-40. Has some room, 35-30. Makes a move, 20. Down the sideline, knocked out of bounds at the 14.
Pass to number 8, Haynes.
We're going to take an official timeout. We'll be back right after this, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the rest of the 4th quarter right after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
1st and 10 for the Brahmins. From their own, from the Anahuac 30.
And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about our giveaway. 2 AP Spirit shirts and 2 AP Rally towels, courtesy of JV Designs and Anahuac Sports Live. All you gotta do is like or follow us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. That's 3 different ways that you can get in to enter and win one of those prizes this week as it resets, and we'll do our drawing on Saturday. Thank you to JV Designs. Go visit them for all your screen printing, sublimation, vinyl, embroidery, banners, yard signs, and more. 281-917-1834 right here in Anahuac.
That was Aiden Ames with his 3rd reception of the evening. 112 yards. 121 yards through the air for Cameron Hurd. 1st down gets him inside the Panther red zone from the Anahuac 14. 2 minutes, 19 seconds remaining. As Hurd will come out of the gun. Stay tuned for the Porter's Wild Game Processing halftime show. Handoff straight up the gut. Going nowhere for Robinson. Robinson, in fact, is going to lose a yard. Brings up 2nd down and 11. Again, want to thank Anahuac Florist at 810 Miller Street, 409-267-3875, AnahuacFlorist.com for sponsoring the 4th quarter of tonight's broadcast.
Absolutely, and don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, next week we're going to be right back here at Kyle White Stadium where the Panthers will take on Kip Generations.
Out of the gun is Hurd. Handoff, right side, Robinson across the 15. He's going to be met, drops a defender, drops another defender, fights his way forward into the end zone. Touchdown from 16 yards out.
Barreling over defenders to get into the end zone. And here we've got a personal foul coming, I believe, on the Panthers. On top of that, going to be assessed on the kickoff. But Coach Neese is going to not like that one either.
So we have not seen a PAT attempted tonight for the Brahmins. We expect them to go for 2. Getting the play call in from the sideline from Coach Gray of Furr.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Panthers. The touchdown is good.
Hurd is going to move the running back to the left side, 4 wide. Panthers trying to get a defensive player off the field. Two-point conversion. Handoff straight up the gut is going nowhere. In on the tackle is going to be Garrett Dye.
Number 44, Dye in the backfield.
Said his name plenty tonight. Him and Fam have done a fantastic job. That Panther bend but don't break defense showing back up tonight. Was plenty of time where Furr was getting momentum back on their side.
Well, they definitely have, and we'll talk about it in the Porter's Processing post-game show, but the Panther defense has definitely come out this week a different team than they were last week, and you can definitely see the excitement. You can definitely see the the intensity on both sides of the ball for the Panthers, and it's definitely refreshing after last Friday in Orangeville.
Well, Furr with their longest sustained drive of the evening, 6 minutes and 49 seconds off the clock. They drove 71 yards. It was a 16-yard rush from Johnny Robinson to move the score to 54-28. The point after the two-point conversion was no good. That last rush did put Johnny Robinson at $120 on 25 carries. That was his first touchdown of the evening. So the personal foul on the kickoff is going to have it from the Panther 45.
Yeah, definitely going to expect the onside here.
$1:21 remaining in the ballgame. Anahuac is able to recover the onside kick. That will call it a game. Gomez is going to pooch it, which will be taken in by the Panthers, and that should do it for the evening. 3 kneels, and this game will be in the books. Head coach Greg Neese has to be happy with his performance tonight. He comes back after scoring 13 and puts up 54 points.
Definitely should be proud of that effort, Alex. We'll go over some of these stats here in a little bit, and there are going to be 2 glaring names coming off of that page, and most of y'all know who that is as he walks off the field right now, as we're expecting a victory formation from the Anahuac Panther offense, and going to go into the locker room with a victory here tonight.
Panthers will move to 1-1 on the season as Furr will fall to 1-1. Remind everybody to follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube.
And we also have a Twitter page. If you would, head over there as well. Give us a follow. Appreciate on all of our social media platforms.
First down and 10. The lone setback is Hector Sierra. 2 wide, 1 to each side. Under center, pitch back to Sierra, puts it on the turf, picks it back up as he's going to lose some yardage.
Well, giving some of these younger players some time, and that's exactly the reason why for that particular play right there.
Loss of 5 for Sierra. It's not going to help his average per game. And for the second week in a row, I've run out of rushing spaces on my stat sheet. left side. Sierra making up for it this time across the 45, across the 35 to the 36, as he's going to pick up 16.
Getting a first down at the 39-yard line.
And we'll tick under 30 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Thank you, Justin Parkinson, for your feedback on tonight's ball game. Right side pitch, straight up Broadway, across the 45, in the midfield, as that rush from Thomas DeLao. I apologize to the DeLao family.
Takes the ball to midfield mark.
And that's it here at Kyle White Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, where the Anahuac Panthers have beat the Furr Brahmins 54-28 here on a Thursday night light situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, but we're going to be back with some post-game commentary from Alex Outram and myself as we go over the stats and we kind of talk in depth of what the Panthers did tonight, as well as the Brahmins. We appreciate everybody joining us here. We would appreciate it if you kept with us through the Porter's Processing post-game show. And we'll be back right after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Professional guided hunts, hide tanning, and gator merchandise. Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
Welcome back to the Porter's Processing, Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm postgame show. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry are wrapping things up here from Kyle Whitefield on the campus of Anahuac High School, where the Panthers have defeated the Furr Brahmins 54-28. And Trent, a lot different ball game tonight than what we saw last week, and I'm going to imagine when we speak to head coach Greg Neese on Friday, a week from tomorrow, he's going to be in a much, much better mood.
Oh, absolutely going to be in a much better mood. I mean, how can you not be in a better mood after putting 54 points on the board offensively, and on the other side of the ball, putting up a much better effort on defense, Alex? I mean, we called out plenty of players on that defensive side, but the names that stuck out to me tonight was the outstanding play by the sophomore linebacker and Garrett Dye.
Yeah, Garrett Dye all over the place. Nam Pham was another one that we mentioned quite a few times. And really just a great team effort on the defensive side of the football. You heard a lot of different names tonight, but, all in all, a lot of what we talked about last year was a bend but don't break defense. There was plenty of times in this ball game where momentum could have swung to the Brahmins' way, but the defense and the offense was able to keep them on their heels.
Yes, they were. And, another name that really stood out to me tonight is Braden Lamperman. We called his name out a lot last week as well. Got a lot of speed on him. He's definitely in on a lot of tackles, on a lot of plays. We talked about it last week, who was going to stand out and who was going to step up into the leadership role and that void that was left by Logan De Hoyos. And I think we have those questions answered here tonight as we saw a completely different defense than we did against Orangefield.
No, absolutely. And what a difference Marcus Curiel makes to the offensive side of the football. Freeing up Landon and Sanchez, that is a dual-headed backfield that it could start for most high schools in 5A, 6A as it is. So to be able to utilize them in the way that Coach Neese is able to, give Marcus a little bit more practice throughout the year with the first-team offense, getting him reps with the wide receivers. And by the time district play rolls around, this could be a very fun offense to watch. So looking over first for Furr, a couple of running backs or a couple of rushers went for over 100 yards as it was Cameron Hurd, who had 15 rushes for 108 yards. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground. It was Johnny Robinson with 25 carries, 120 yards on the ground. He had a touch as well. Cameron Hurd also went 5 of 9 for 121 through the air. He also had a touchdown for 62 yards through the air. Leading receiver was Aiden Ames. He went for 112. He did have that 62-yard touchdown on 3 receptions. It was Avery Lazard for reception for 6 yards, Washington for reception for 7, and Rodriguez for a reception for 14. We had 6 penalties on the Brahmins. For 5 were accepted for 30 yards as that wraps up the yardage for the Furr Brahmins. As for the Panthers, the 2 names you knew we were going to be saying, leading rusher tonight, Landon Corbett, 18 carries, 191 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground for Landon. You know what? It has to feel great for him. He wasn't able to do and show a lot of what he could do last year. Consider this a coming out game for Landon Corbett as he showed off his football abilities tonight.
He did that. I mean, you just see the raw athleticism out of Landon Corbett, being able to run the football as a running back as opposed to being in that quarterback position. And we've said it over and over again. I mean, Curiel under center just opens up so many options for the Panthers. And, Sanchez got Corbett got the lion's share, but Sanchez also got a good portion of those carries and a good portion of those yards also. It's just a really good thing to see this week that the talent in the backfield has shined for the Panthers here in this game tonight.
Absolutely, and following Corbett not too far behind, 17 rushes, 180 yards, 2 touches from Christian Sanchez, as he also had a fantastic game. Had 2 fumbles last week in Orangefield. Did not see him put it on the turf tonight. Looked like he was securing it well. Made some fantastic moves and was able to rack up the yardage on the ground tonight. Zion getting into the end zone tonight, as they went back-to-back end rounds for Zion to get into the end zone. 4 rushes, 18 yards, as he did have that touchdown. It was Camden Wilson, 2 rushes for 11 yards. Thomas
Delo.
I'm going to get it, I promise. He had a carry for a yard. Henneke, a carry for a yard. Moore had 1 carry for 9 yards. Hector Sierra, 2 carries for 11. Curiel passing, really didn't have to throw the ball too much. 2 of 5 for 41 yards. He did have an INT on his first pass of the game. Was really good coverage. Still wouldn't like to see him throw it. But all in all, an effective evening for Curiel, as his 2 receptions went to Christian Sanchez for 9 and Landon for 32 yards. We had 7 penalties against the Panthers for 50 yards. If you had a negative tonight, the penalty bug struck again.
Right.
So that's going to wrap things up on the Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm post-game show. Again, reminding you of your final score, as the Anahuac Panthers have defeated the Furr Brahmins 54-28. We invite you to join in tomorrow, as volleyball action will be here on the network. And we will be back next Friday night for more Anahuac football, as they do take on KIP Generations. Same bat time, same bat channel, as Trent and I will be on hand here with Terry Fortenberry to have the game for you. So we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Hopefully Terry doesn't hurt herself.
Well, we appreciate everybody being patient with us tonight, even with the interruption mid-game. But we were able to get it back up and running, and we thank everybody who has liked, followed, or subscribed to us either on Facebook or YouTube. We appreciate all the donations and, of course, our sponsors as well. Wanted to remind everybody also that we will be streaming live the Gator Fest pageants this Saturday. If you have time, go over to Facebook and click on our page and our events portion of our page, and you can go check out each pageant live stream. As we are going to be doing a paid live stream for those, and we appreciate your support in helping out the Texas Gator Fest pageant and ASL at the same time. Other than that, we will be back tomorrow, like Alex said, for the volleyball game in Beaumont against Monsignor Kelly High School, where the JV and varsity girls will be in action. And then the following Tuesday, we will have a home game here for volleyball as well. Be on the lookout on our social media pages also for the special presentations and interview with Coach Lauren Brandon, head coach of the Lady Panthers volleyball. Alex, as we get out of the press box here tonight, it is a good feeling to get the victory under the Panthers' belt, and I'm sure that they will use this momentum going to play KIP Generations next week.
Absolutely. Momentum swinging back on the Panthers side. Should be a good matchup next week, as we are heading into or heading through the season, getting to district play where everything is on the line. So for Trent Hart and Terry Fortenberry, this is Alex Outram signing off from Kyle White Field, as once again reminding you of your final score. The Anahuac Panthers defeat the Furr Brahmins 54-28. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you soon. So long, everybody.